What up, bitches? It's the misanthropic one, aka He Who Hungers, and I'm back up in this bitch for another rant/review. Today I want to talk about this album right here, which is Eminem's latest album titled Revival. I listened to this shit. It leaked yesterday, and or yesterday or 2 days ago. And hang on, let me turn down the volume on my phone. All right. And I did that live stream talking about the track listing and the single that he dropped for Untouchable. You know, like I said in that video, I wanted to hate this album, and thank you, Eminem, for making me hate this album. Thank you for coming through on that. Only reason I'm doing this video, well, besides the review, is, you know, I want to, you know, I do the physical shit. I like to show the CD. So I'm gonna unwrap it. That's why you see the sticker on there. $13.99. Thank you, M. This is $13.99 that I'll never see again. Yeah, so I just want to rip this shit open, show you the artwork and shit before I give my commentary. So stay tuned. All right, so let's jump right into this shit. I showed you the, trying to do this without getting too much of a glare. There's the CD, the front of it. You see Eminem doing a face palm with the American flag. On the back, there's Eminem with I guess you would call a sort of a projection of the American flag. Y'all know the track listing by now. You got 19 tracks on this shit. Let me get it. Let me open this bitch up real quick. Show you the inside. There you go. You got more of that projection with Eminem doing the face or head palm right there. There's the CD. If you remove the CD, hold on here. On the back, you got the backwards E that he made famous. All right. Let me get the booklet out. Hang on. All right, so I showed you the front and the back again. Inside, you just got liner notes, production credits, and all that shit. That's it. Who did what? You know. Yeah. So. Okay, let's jump right into production on this album, okay? Let's see, you got Rick Rubin, who, by the way, executively produced this shit with Dr. Dre. Eminem himself produces. You got Mr. Porter, Mark Batson, Emil Haney, okay, Mr. Porter again. All right. Emil Haney is repeated. Dr. Dre, but he's only for like an interlude on this track, the Remind Me intro. Mention Rick Rubin. You got Frequency, Just Blaze, Alex the Kid. Hang on one second. here. Fred Wreck, Rock Mafia, and Hit Boy. Illa the Producer, Scram Jones, DJ Khalil, and yeah, that's about it for production. Features, I've already talked about them before. You got Beyonce, Fresher, Ed Sheeran, Alicia Keys, Ex Ambassadors, Skylar Grey, Kehlani, and Pink. Alright, listen. Oh, fuck me. This album, I mean, y'all gotta be hearing people by now, man. This album is shit. I'm sorry. It's just exactly what I thought it was gonna be. Exactly what a lot of people thought it was gonna be. Is straight caca, straight mierda. This isn't. I'm reading a lot of comments that, oh man, I wish M would go back to his raucous days and his early. Nah, you ain't getting that shit. It ain't happening. This album is a pop rap album. That's all it is. I mean, just based off of the features alone. I mean, dude, this fucking dude. It's so funny with him face palming on the shit and I'm doing it. The fans should be face palming listening to this shit. Not you, Eminem. There's no reason you should be face palming. It's the fans that should be face palming after listening to this shit. I mean, let me look at this shit here. Walk on Water, y'all already know about that. That was his first single, I guess. Untouchable, y'all already know that, he's on this he's a fucking SJW Antifa rapper now. That's what I call him. So we don't even need to go into that. Believe and start. It was Chloroceptive featuring Fresher. That track, people were telling me to pay attention to that track. Look, there's some decent moments in that track. It's a long ass track, and you got this nigga Fresher on there. The dude, he was supposed to have 2 Chainz as well on this track. I mean, I could care less for 2 Chainz. I'm not really a big 2 Chainz fan, but he cut him off of the track, and to put this dude Fresher on here, and I've already said this in my one video when I was talking about the track listing, you couldn't throw a fucking the Griselda dudes on here. That shit drives me totally crazy. Shout out to Mike Sears and Speak Your Clout podcast, by the way, and PSA podcast. PSA podcast did a great breakdown of this fucking album. But I said this in my video when it came down to the features. You're fucking with the Griselda dudes, and you can't even throw them on here. You couldn't throw them on, but one of the guys on there for a hook. Griselda being Westside Gun, Conway. You could have thrown fucking Benny the Butcher on there. Oh, fuck. I didn't like the whole, on this album, the fucking robotic fucking flow, the and then I stop breaking your shit up. Stop it, okay? See, I'm getting off track here. Let me, fuck. River featuring Ed Sheeran. I don't even, all right. Like Home featuring Alicia Keys. That track is another social justice warrior track. He's trying to, I noticed how he tries to backtrack that whole 2004 shady national convention shit where he actually had Donald Trump come out and vamp an intro for him, call him out so he could come on stage. And he's like, well, I would have spit in his face. I'm like, no, nigga, don't do that retroactive hate shit. Don't do that shit. No one hated this guy up until he ran Republican. Stop it. Stop being a fucking hypocrite. I mean, dude, he's a hypocrite on so many levels with this album. I'm telling you. So, God, that track was bad. And I love Alicia Keys too, but fuck me. Track 10, Bad Husband featuring Ex-Ambassadors. Like the title implies, Eminem is talking about how he could be a better husband. He's essentially simping on a track. I never pictured Eminem ever really doing this, but of course, again, like I've said several times, Eminem has become everything that he hated. He's that now, okay? So that track, I mean, back then he used to, spit his venom towards Kim and all that shit. And, I would have rather him not even make this track. Just, it's known that they're back together. Just leave it at that. No, you gotta make a song, kissing her ass. Ex-Ambassadors, I never really heard of them until this album, until the track listing. I went and looked them up. They're not bad for the type of music that they do. I like the singer's voice, but again, it's a no-go with this. Okay. Track 11, Tragic Endings featuring Skylar Grey. That track, I actually like Eminem's voice on that track because he's actually like, this reminds me of, shout out to Jordan Kane Haley. He told me, he was like, because he listened to it before I did. Actually, he was the one that sent me the link. So thanks again for that. No. Shout out to BBZ Darney, great producer. He was the one who sent me the link initially. I got it from him first, but shout out to you, Jordan, for sending it to me anyway. But Jordan was mentioning that some of these tracks, like a couple of them, he feels that they were left off of Recovery. And I think this might have been one because he's not using this new robotic, high-pitched fucking... Okay. It's enough. Oh my God. Track 12, Framed. Oh God. Some of these people... I'm reading comments. Some of these people are like, oh yeah, you know what? I liked Framed. Some people are trashing the album, but they actually liked that song. Let me tell you something. The only quality, the only redeeming value that I see in that song is the content. Him talking about his old school, like sort of, not old school, but like his older, like horror-based, killing shit. But that hook, and his flow again, that hook is so fucking cringy. I've been framed, something, blah, blah, blah. I can't explain. No. I don't even want to, God. Need Me. Let me jump to Need Me featuring Pink. I mean, whatever, dude. In Your Head. That track. Shout out to Scram Jones, dude. That's the only track, production-wise, that I really say that I fucking love. I mean, for them to sample the Cranberries, I love that song growing up. You know that song, In Your Head, Zombie. I love that track. And Scram Jones, great producer, man. Let me tell you, I think your beat by itself is the only beat I love on that fucking album, man. I'm getting a headache. I'm just gonna leave this here, man. in conclusion, I fucking hate this album with a passion. Not because of my and listen, don't leave me any comments talking about, well, you know, you sort of view yourself as a libertarian, so that's why you wouldn't know, because I know how to take myself, my feelings out of a situation and be somewhat objective. You know what I mean? This was just full of cringeworthy voices, hooks. The production was subpar, to say the least. I mean, it's just, I'm done, man. I can't take it anymore. You're finished. I think you had your fill. I think it's time to say, you know what, I'm done. You know, and I love Eminem from '96 to 2003. Yeah, 2003. That's my Eminem. This whole shit where, you know, he's making a pop rap, this poppy ass music. Again, everything's coming full circle with him. He was trashing pop stars, trashing the pop genre. Now all of a sudden, he's making an album that's full of it. And not to shit on some of these features, because like Ex-Ambassadors, Skylar Grey, who else was on here? Pink, Alicia Keys, they did their thing. They did their thing, but this mesh of pop and rap, when it comes to Eminem, it don't fucking work. It may work with other people, but with him, it doesn't. It seems forced. It seems like, like, oh, I'm gonna try something quote unquote different. It doesn't fucking work. And he knows this shit, but he already knows that, number one, he's jumping on that whole Trump bashing bandwagon. That's a seller in itself. I mean, when CNN is labeling you as puts you on the front page as, oh my God, this guy is so great. I mean, you know that you're selling off of that point alone. And this dude is trying to be on fucking Z100 with his fucking on top 40. He's trying to be on KTU with some of these songs. All right. So again, none of you stands come here and curse me the fuck out. It's my fucking opinion. I had to listen to that. I don't know if any of y'all heard this, but there's a freestyle by Black Thought. He was on Funk Flex. Let me tell you something. That freestyle alone, it's a 10-minute freestyle of Black Thought just straight ripping the mic. That freestyle alone shits on this album. I wish I could listen to that freestyle. How long is this album? I think it's like an hour or a little bit over an hour. I want to listen to Black Thought freestyle 6 times. I'd rather listen to it 6 times than listen to this shit ever again. And let me tell you, I'm rambling, but my rating of this album, I'm gonna give this a maybe a 2. I give it a 2 out of 10. Fuck it. You know, and I don't want to dwell on this shit because there's so many good hip hop albums that came out this year. All right. So, and miss me with the whole, well, Eminem's growing up, and fuck that. Look at Jay-Z. Jay-Z made a great album this year, 444, and that was a grown man album. Don't miss me with that shit. Don't tell me about growing up. Fuck you. All right. Everybody else, I'm getting pissed. Everybody else, y'all know the deal. Leave your love, leave your hate. Most of all, subscribe. I would say support dope shit like I usually do, but support this shit if you want. That's it. Peace, bitches.